Hey guys, Shot the Monkey here. So, just want to bring you another review this time. We're going to go for something completely different, and we're going to go to War Thunder, which I haven't done for quite some time. And we're going to do a review of an aircraft that can be found not only in War Thunder but in World of Warplanes, although I think performs slightly better in War Thunder than World of Warplanes, which is the BF-110 C-6. And this aircraft in War Thunder is a Rank 2 gift premium aircraft for the German Air Forces. It's a vehicle that I picked up quite recently on the Gaijin Marketplace. I didn't get it when it was introduced in the Operation Heat event, which was the event for, I think, update 1.89, which I think released the Japanese vessels into the game. So I ended up buying it recently on the Gaijin Marketplace, along with the Fiat CR32 BIS as well. And I'll hopefully have a review coming up for that at some point this week or this weekend. Reasonably soon. So, the BF-110 C6, what is there to know about it? Well, as the name suggests, you are essentially getting a BF-110, although this aircraft in particular varies in that you lose the 220mm that you normally get on a BF-110, and instead you have a single 30mm Mark 101 cannon mounted in a gun pod underneath the fuselage centre with the nose. So it'd be pretty much firing essentially between where your 220mm cannons used to be. And this cannon has, in War Thunder, 60 rounds of ammunition in total. And then, of course, you still have the backup for 7.92mm MG17s, and they have 4,000 rounds. And then, of course, the single 7.92 MG15 in the rear of the cockpit, as well as a defensive armament. But other than that, the aircraft is pretty much the same as the BF-110C7 found in the game. You don't have very much difference in terms of flight performance or in changes compared between the C7 and the C6 with this cannon. It just varies the armament options that you can have. So, what's nice about the 30mm Mark 101, since this is the thing that you'd probably buy the aircraft for? Well, it's a very nice all-purpose weapon, in of that it can be used effectively against bombers, effectively against ground targets. It can work against fighters if you're lucky enough to hit them, but that could be a bit more tricky. Also works pretty well against other heavy fighters as well. So you've got a very nice multi-role weapon, and you've also got some very nice ammunition belt choices as well. So you can use that multi-role pretty effectively, regardless of whether you're playing it in Air Arcade, Air Realistic, even simulator battles, or in the mixed battle ground forces, or a mode like the bomber assault mode as well, which again there is pretty effective, as you can imagine, firing a cannon that large against enemy bombers and enemy strike aircraft. So it's kind of an aircraft that is probably not for everyone's taste. There might be some people who would prefer the BF-110, the normal versions, where you have the 20mm cannons and the options of bombs or rockets being equipped, etc, etc, and I can understand that entirely. I'm probably a person that would have liked that as well. I know for World of Warplanes, I think this aircraft is just worse in every respect compared to its regular counterparts of World of Warplanes. In War Thunder, though, I think because of the way the game differs in that it has a realistic damage model and lacks a hit point system, you can get away with a lot more effective use of this aircraft, more than just going after other aircraft, which in World of Warplanes you're kind of limited to. Of course, World of Warplanes having the hit point system for ground targets means that you don't really get that effective, like, one or two shot kind of punch and that kill, whereas with with light pillboxes or medium tanks or heavy tanks or the ground targets in War Thunder, if you can put a couple of rounds into them, they go up, really quickly. So it gives this aircraft a really nice capability, as I said, in the ground strike role. And with it also being a premium aircraft, again, you make quite a nice amount of not only silver lines or credits, money, but also research points as well. Even for just going around and taking a couple of ground targets out in a realistic battle, it's still pretty rewarding. Other than that, you basically got a 110. Really nice aircraft, quite enjoyable to fly. Of course, with it being a German aircraft, you follow the same kind of German standard of flying in that you like a lot of boom and zooming attacks. It doesn't particularly enjoy turning combat, although it is quite manoeuvrable compared to other German attackers like the Stukas or especially the HS-129. So if you want an alternate version of a 129, maybe something that's a bit more agile or something that can give you a bit more of a chance against enemy aircraft, then this might be something for you instead of the HS-129B2, although they're both equally capable in the ground attack role. Of course, the 129B2 I think has more guns and more ammunition than this aircraft does, but pays for that with being a far more sluggish and less capable aircraft to defend itself or to attack enemy aircraft should you be in a position where you need to do that. So I'll leave that, guys, up to you. That decision up to you guys. It's your decision whether you'd want to pick this up or whether you'd want to stick with HS129, or maybe you're not a fan of HS129s altogether, but you want to just find something unique or different in the air-to-air role. Then this certainly might be something for those of you who enjoy going after bombers or going after ground targets, ground attackers. And then having the option, of course, if your team is losing on the ground target side of things in a realistic battle, just to help swing that back in your favour and make a bit of credits and experience while you're at it. Anyway, guys, I'll leave that there. There's more gameplay coming up for you to watch, and I shall thank you all very much for watching this video, and I will see you all next time.